Hi guys, this is AruvaChan. Today I am going to tell you about something that actually happened to me back when I was really young, so probably like 12 or 13. And excuse me if I sound weird, I'm still sick. Okay, so this is a story about a stalker I had. And it was back when I was, like I said, about 12 or 13. And I had been fairly new to the internet. It was just about the time that YouTube and DeviantArt were beginning to get popular. Actually, I think I was probably more like 12, maybe 12. So I made a YouTube account and a DeviantArt account. These accounts are no longer active, and I'll get to the reason why. But I had gained a little bit of a following. It was mostly my friends. You make an account so you can hang out with your friends and chat and RP with your friends, and that's what I did back then. And excuse me if I take pauses, it's me swallowing, my throat's a little swollen. I was, a very trusting kid. I would talk to anybody who would talk to me. I really wanted to be famous when I was little. Like, I wanted to be famous for something. Singing, acting, art, anything. So I talked to anybody who said they were a fan of mine. And this usually wasn't bad. Like, I made a whole bunch of friends on DeviantArt that I basically just fell off the face of the earth after a while, but I probably posted like a 13-year-old. Like, I look back now and I see some of my old posts. They are extremely cringeworthy, but what can you do? If you're little, it doesn't even, register to you. But, I had attracted at least 2 different guys who they either saw pictures of me or, they saw the way I talked or, they had seen the stuff I had made. It was usually like the way I talked. I'm trying to think about it because it was a long time ago, and I honestly don't have any of the messages anymore to even back my story up. I think I have like 1 or 2 messages that I sent to somebody, but I was minding my own business, doing my own 12-year-old thing, and I posted quite frequently back in middle school, like once or twice a day. And I got a message from somebody saying, "Hey, you seem really cool. We should be friends." So honestly, if you know me now and if you've said this to me, I'm very wary of that. So, it's not anything against you when you say this to me. I just don't trust that sentence anymore. But me being the regular, 12-year-old that I was, or 11-year-old that I was like, absolutely, I love people. I love friends. And I was like, sure, we can be friends. Like, completely trusting me. I didn't know anything about this person. And they had told me, oh, they were a, 13-year-old boy. And they were, new to DeviantArt. And they had, been watching me for a while. And they wanted to say hi. Has happened to me multiple times. Not, before that, but like after. And like I said, I'm a little bit wary of it, but if everything checks out, you're good. So I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, cool, new friend, love it. Like, oh, that was a bad click. Like, click, click. I can't do it, I'm sick, I'm sorry. There we go. That is good enough. It's a moist one, but I didn't think anything of it when I was little. and I didn't have a public DeviantArt. Like, I didn't let my parents see it because it was my art, my vent art, because I was so emo back then. Don't look at my art, I hate parrots. It was like that. So my parents didn't really look through my DeviantArt. Like, they occasionally would, like, check in. Like, what you doing today? Sort of what they do now. But, they didn't know that I had struck up a conversation and, like, became friends with this person. So, time went on. They were super interested in me. Like, they said they were a fan of mine, which I was like, hey, thumbs up, I love this. And, so I didn't think anything of it. I was very young, very dumb. But, they would often ask me personal questions. Like, I guess I didn't even think about it back then, but I would, like, answer right away, like, well, how tall are you? Like, I'm 5'3". Like, immediately, like, okay. Like, what's your hair color? Like, what's your favorite color? Like, they would sprinkle little different ones. Like, what's your favorite animal? What's your favorite, like, piece of candy? Like, ooh, and looking back on it, it's like, oh my god. Like, ooh. But anyway, they would ask me these weird questions, and I, like, me being the whatever-year-old I was like, oh, like, I love butterscotch, or, like, my favorite, color is pink, or whatever color it was back then. It was probably, like, blue, or red. I wasn't a very original kid. Actually, I probably would have said black, because I was emo back then. Whatever. I say it with my hair bright pink and my, like, half of my head shaved. I was emo back then, okay? I'm punk now. Like, that's a thing. Like, I didn't think anything of it. I just thought this person was really interested in me. And, like, as a lonely 12-year-old, like, I had just moved away from the place that I had lived my entire life, basically. And I was in desperate need of friends, and this person was like, hey, I'll be your friend. Warning sign number 1, you don't want to go with people like that. You definitely don't want to go with people like that, but you don't want to start a friendship like that. Well, anyway, I talked to them so much, like, and I didn't think anything of them. They were, like, a boy my age. I was like, cool. Like, I don't have a lot of guy friends, so this is cool. And, like, they would comment on every picture, like, oh my gosh, I love it. Even though it was, like, really bad back then. They were definitely, like, buttering me up. And, I remember them asking me multiple times, like, where I lived. Like, what state do you live in? And, like, I was, like, 12. I was like, I can't tell you. Like, I remembered one thing that my parents told me, like, you never give out any information on the internet. Never. And, I was like, okay, cool. This is fine. Like, I won't give out any information, but, like, me being the kid I was, I did accidentally give out information. What can I say? Probably gave out too much information. That's probably how he found me. Like, my friend had posted a picture of me and her when we were, swimming. So we had our swimsuits on. And, like, I'm still kind of an ugly kid. I'm not really a kid anymore, but I was an ugly kid, I'd say, for a long time. Even the picture that she posted, I wasn't even smiling. I was, like, half underwater, and I had, like, the most depressed look on my face. Like, sort of the character's face right now. Like, I looked like that, except a lot chubbier. But, I'm assuming that's how he found me, because I have no idea where it came from. Now, I'm assuming it's a guy, because, girls don't usually take that much interest in you. Like, there was definitely creeper vibes coming off of him, and I just ignored it because I was like, he's my friend. Like, I love my friends. I mean, whatever. Like, he's my internet friend. which might be why I have such like a difficulty making friends online now. It's because I had that happen. Excuse me. Need to take a drink now. So, I remember we only lived in this place about a year, maybe a year and a half. No. Yeah, maybe a year and a half, because I came in the middle of 7th grade. And we left right as I was starting high school. So we'd been there for just about a year and a half. And I had posted that I was moving. And he was like, oh, where to? And like me, being the dumb kid I was, I was like, oh, moving to New Hampshire. And they're like, oh my gosh, I live in New Hampshire. Like, no, like, bad feelings from this ever. I was like, wow, like, that's so cool. Like, they're like, yeah, where, like, are you going to school now? Like, where are you going to school? And I told them what school I went to. I was like, well, I'm gonna be going to Pinkerton Academy, which was the high school that I went to there. And, like, I was like, oh, well, this is awesome. Like, if this one person knows where I live, like, maybe if I post something online about this school, maybe I'll find some actual friends. And, so I, like, typed up a huge thing with the building in the background. Like, it was one of the main buildings. I typed this up, and I posted it on my DeviantArt. And the, like, day of I had posted it, my mom, actually, I believe it was the day after I posted it, my mom, she called me downstairs. And whenever I hear my parents say my name, I feel like I'm in trouble nowadays, because they'd just been like, Sarah, can you come here? That just incites fear into me. But, like, my mom had called me downstairs, and she was like, you cannot post stuff like this. You cannot tell people where you live. And, I was like, oh, okay, like, I'll delete it, but, like, I had already told this one person where I live. And I'm assuming that there were comments, I believe there were comments on the post. But, so I deleted that. And, like, nothing really came of that for a little bit. And then, the guy messaged me again. Like, hey, it's been a while, like, how you doing, cutie? Like, not like, I don't know, it just, like, something was off about it, because we hadn't talked in however long. And, I went to his profile and, like, checked him out. And, like, he has no deviations, which is what they call pictures on there. He's got no pictures, no age, no name. Like, even now I don't know his name. But I did see that somebody else had commented on his post, like, on his profile. And, so I clicked on that. I clicked on their name, because I guess I was curious, because something felt off about it. Like, it's weird. And, so I went to their profile, and I saw that they had been talking, except the person who was talking to the guy was using, you know, female pronouns for them. And they were a little bit older than I was. They were probably like 16 or 17 at that time. And I was like, that's weird. Like, that's a guy. Like, I know that's a guy. They told me they were a guy. And I really don't think it was like them trying to find their gender or whatever. I really don't. Like, I'm all for you being who you are. Like, if you are a guy one day, sorry. If you're a guy one day and then you feel more like a girl the next day, that's cool. Whatever. But the weird thing was, I like went back, like I did a little detective work. Me being the little detective that I was. I did a little snooping. When he had introduced himself to that girl, he had introduced himself as a girl the same age. I was like, well, that's weird. Like, he had called himself Ian or whatever and said he was 12. And on this account, you know, he was saying he was, you know, Eliza and she was 16 or 17. And I immediately was like, that's weird. Like, that's creepy weird. So I messaged that person and I said, do you know, this person? And I put the URL in there. And I was like, cause I think I'm their friend. And I just wanted to know if you knew them. Like, blah, blah, blah. They replied to me like, yeah, this is blah, blah, blah. They're my friend. Like, oh, cool. Like, are they a nice person? They said, oh yeah, they're really nice. Like, you just have to talk to them a few times. Like, they'll warm right up to you. Like, oh. Like, they weren't saying they, she was, like, they were saying she. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, that's fine. Like, cool. I just wanted to know before I, you know, talked to them or whatever. Like, I'm sure they didn't check my account and see that they had commented on every single picture I'd made for the past however many months. But, I remember, like, looking at their icon, and it was, I remember it distinctly, it was building blocks, which, you know, thinking back on it, everything is a warning sign, Jesus. But I, like, it gave me such, like, it made me feel so creeped out. And I remember they said something to me, and I can't remember what they said, but I think it was something like, oh, I can't wait to meet you, or, like, something like that, like, because they knew where I lived. I was like, oh, God, like, by that point, it was little, you know, 14-year-old me was like, oh, no. Excuse me. Little 14-year-old me was like, oh, no. This isn't good. Like, and I don't think I knew how to block people back then. And I was just like, this is very bad. This is very, very bad. So I tried to not talk to them for a few days. And, like, they would continue to message me. Saying things like, where you at, buddy? Or, like, how's it going? And just, like, everything seemed like it could be normal, but, like, my gut was saying, no, 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 like, this is wrong, like, something's wrong here. So like I said, I took a step back, and I started to genuinely feel like I couldn't get away from this person. Like, I stayed off of DeviantArt for however long, and they messaged me on YouTube, like, hey, like, I see you've been liking things, I know you're alive, like, how's it going? Like, ooh. And, like, it got to a point where I felt like I couldn't escape this person. And it terrified me. Like, I was 14. And I don't even know how old this person was. Like, they were probably, like, some 30-year-old man who, you know, was playing a long game or something. But like, it really did get to a point where I didn't feel safe anymore. Like, and it didn't even start off, like, as a normal friendship, because I've made normal friendships on DeviantArt before. It didn't feel like that at all. Like, it got to a weird point where it kind of felt like he was, you know, trying to somewhat control me, and, like, be like, tell me when you get on. Like, why would I tell you when I get on? I'm 14. Like, I'm 13. Like, why would I tell you when I get on? And just, like, weird stuff like that. That none of it ever sat right with me, and I just ignored it because I was just, you know, it's not affecting me. Why should I let it bother me? That's where you have to be like, okay, something's up. Sorry, I keep coughing. I'm still sick. If you watched my last video, you would see that I was sick then too, so forgive me. But it got to a point, this friend of mine, he got to a point where he, like, I'm guessing he got the memo that I was kind of putting out, that I wasn't really interested in talking to him, so he stopped commenting. And, like, I waited a little bit, just to make sure. And, I remember messaging that one person back and saying, like, the one person who thought they were a girl. And I remember saying, so this person, I know you said they were your friend. They told me that they were a boy and that they're my age. And, like, I thought you might just want to know, like, that that's going on. And I don't remember if they ever messaged me back, because I'm assuming the man who ran the account, he messaged me again. Said, hey, it's been a while. Like, and back then, like, you could set your, you know, thing to away or on. I don't know if DeviantArt still has that, but I remember I always had mine to invisible, so people couldn't see when I was on. So I was so scared that I deleted my account. I just completely deleted it. And I know it wasn't just him saying, hey, how's it going? You're back. Like, it was like the culmination of everything. And I wasn't like a scared little kid when I was younger. I really wasn't. Like, I was like, everything just felt so wrong, like incorrect. Like, this just feels weird. And so I deleted my account. I deleted my DeviantArt and I deleted my YouTube account. And I, like, stupidly, I put in my little, you know, signature area underneath your regular writing area, I put my new account that I was making. Like, not thinking about it. And, like, when you delete an account on DeviantArt, you can't go back and, like, edit stuff from there because it's gone. So he follows me on this new account. And I don't realize it because I told all of my old friends, just, like, add me back. Like, this is my account now. And, like, half the people did, and, like, a lot of other people didn't, which was, you know, it's okay. Like, happens when you move, you lose some friends. I was used to that by that point. But, he followed me on this account, and, I didn't realize it. And I remember posting occasionally. Like, I had slowed down a little bit because I had entered high school, and I was taking art classes at the time, so I was working on, like, art assignments. Which is funny, because you don't work on as much art for yourself when you're doing actual art for other people. But I had posted, you know, I still posted, like, 2 or 3 times a week, which is, you know, still a lot. But, I got a comment from him, like, saying, hey, it's been a while, like, how have you been? And I immediately, like, I think I googled how to block people, because I was so scared. Oh, I'm sorry, I keep coughing. I legitimately googled how to delete somebody, because he knew where I lived. Like, he knew the county that I was living in, he knew the, like, area, or he said he knew the area, and, like, it's not that hard to find somebody who says they live somewhere if they know what you look like, which is what I was dealing with. So I immediately like Googled how do I block somebody, because I remember somebody had said I could do that, and I found his little username and I blocked him. And now I think on my new account I still have some of the messages from him, and I'll have to go back and look at them because I'm not sure what they even said anymore. But actually, if I blocked him, I probably don't have him anymore now. But he could still be still be commenting, and I just don't even know. Isn't that crazy? That's just one of like my stalker stories. I've got another one, but that'll be another video for another time. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm still really sick, and this is good though, because this is about the end of the video. If you guys like this video, like if you like me talking about like scary situations that I've been through, or if you've, dealt with the same kind of thing in your life, like I know a lot of people who they get that stranger danger kind of feel from somebody else on the internet, or even know somebody who's talked to somebody else on the internet and it turns out to be a creep. Let me know. Like, I definitely want to know that I'm not the only one who did this as a kid. And, like, I just want to say, trust your gut, because it's never wrong. Never, never, never wrong. Trust your gut. Trust your parents. Trust your gut. If you are subscribed to me, hit the bell. If not, subscribe. It's free. It's easy. And, it's fun. So I guess that's it for me today. I'll see you guys later. Bye.